are 30 random facts and tips that you might not have known of. Number 1 on the list is you can actually skip the cooldown on your vehicle, but there's a catch. You need to have the vehicle on your map, which means that the personal vehicle cannot be inside of a garage. It needs to be somewhere on the map. All you need to do is open up your phone and then look for the job list icon. Now just select the job. Now once you're on screen, just back out of the job, and if you did it correctly, then you'll have your vehicle nearby. Now this tip is very helpful, especially when you want your Oppressor Mark II near you. Just do the same steps and then it will work for you. Number 2 on the list is if you hold both turbo and brake at the same time over a gas spill like a jerry can, you can actually ignite the fire trail. Now this one is strange because who would even try this out? I mean, I guess it makes sense because fire on fire makes the fire more wild and bigger. Number 3 on the list is you can actually unlock more throwables inside of your inventory. Head over to the bunker and look for the shooting range. Now obviously you'll need to purchase a shooting range for this to work, but if you complete all the level 2 bunker shooting range challenges, you'll be able to hold 30 throwable items. So 30 sticky bombs is actually pretty cool since you're not able to purchase all of those. Now the bad news is I don't have any gameplay for this since I didn't bother completing these missions since they are difficult on console, but if you're on PC then I recommend trying this out. Number 4 on the list, there are actually gun spawns inside some of your properties. For example, there are some inside of your yacht and your hangar and so much more. Now I believe you can find RPGs, combat NGs, and grenade launchers. So this is a good way to get some weapons, especially if you cannot purchase the RPG since you're a low level. Number 5 on the list, cops cannot see you if you're inside of a bush. Now this can be helpful if you can't remove the cops. Like on some of the missions you can't call Lester for some reason to remove the cops, which can be pretty annoying. Number 6 on the list, the phantom wedge can be used for the long fin prep for the Kyle Perico heist. Now this tip is very helpful if you do the Kyle Perico heist, since you can save so much time by calling in your own vehicle. Now I would purchase this vehicle if I were you since it's only $1.9 million, only if you have the trade price unlocked. But yeah, you won't need to search around for the vehicle since you already have your own. Number 7 on the list, did you know that you can purchase clothing at the ammunition store? Even though purchasing clothes inside of the ammunition is quite limited, you can still purchase outfits and shirts, but for some reason pants are missing from the store. Number 8 on the list, if you put a suppressor on the regular pistol, you can no longer get this animation, which if you ask me, doesn't make any sense. Like, did the suppressor protect you from having the ability to shoot yourself? I don't know, but this is kind of strange if you ask me. Number 9 on the list, if you use a RC car / tank and drive it to whatever location you need to go to and then start up a job, then back out, you'll spawn where you last were instead of where you selected the RC car. So that basically means that you can teleport. For example, let's say if you're located at the Los Santos airport, then you drive the RC car to Paleto Bay. Well, guess what? If you join a random job, then back out of it, you will spawn wherever you last were, or in this case, Paleto Bay. So yeah, you just learned how to teleport. Now there are way better teleportation methods, but this is just one of them. Number 10 on the list, if you own a Ruiner 2000, then register as a CEO and start up this mission, then afterwards collect the vehicle. You'll notice that vehicles with missiles are unable to lock onto your vehicle. Another thing about this vehicle is during the mission, this vehicle will take 27 homing missiles to blow up, and on top of that, the vehicle has unlimited missiles. Now back then this used to be very overpowered, but since the introduction of the missile lock-on jammer, most vehicles have the missile lock-on jammer equipped. And for those who don't know, the missile lock-on jammer basically prevents your vehicle from being locked onto, which is very overpowered. But yeah, this is a great change since those stupid Oppressor Mark II users can't grief us for no reason. Number 11 on the list, aren't you tired that every time you try to climb a mountain, your character will just stumble over and fall down? Well, I have a solution. If you aim your weapon as you're walking up a hill, you'll be able to walk up that hill much easier. Now, of course, this won't work if you try to do this while climbing Mount Chiliad, but you get what I'm trying to say. But yeah, if you do this tip in GTA Online, this will help you a ton. Number 12 on the list, each ammunition store with the target icon will have vending machines inside. Now, I don't know what the point of that is, but the only time I think this will be useful is if you are low on HP and you want to heal up. And if you don't have any snacks in your inventory, then maybe this method would help you. Number 13 on the list, you can throw your last equipped explosive by aiming your gun and pressing the left D-pad. So this one simple tip can come into clutch when you want to take out a ton of guards, especially if you see enemies in a big group and you want to take all of them out. Just aim your weapon, and while you're aiming, just left click the D-pad and then you're good to go. Number 14 on the list, if you shoot the back of a helicopter, you can disable it completely. Now this tip is really helpful since, as you guys already know, it can be challenging to shoot down a helicopter. But if you shoot the back of a helicopter, as you should see in the gameplay, the helicopter will get disabled and then eventually it will crash into the ground. It takes a decent amount of aim to be able to shoot the right part, but you'll get it. Number 15 on the list, holding up on the D-pad when an invite comes up, it will take you directly to the invite. Now I literally found this out 2 days ago, which is kind of crazy considering that this game came out 12 years ago, which was way back in 2013. But yeah, if your friend invites you to a game, you'll just need to hold up on the D-pad and then this should work for you guys. Number Number 16 on the list. On the mission breaking and entering from the Clucking Bell raid, you can drive the train. Now it only took 12 years for them to finally add this mechanic to the game, but yeah, I remember when people tried to stop the train, which was not even possible to achieve. But yeah, man, this game is so old. Number 17 on the list. ATMs will let you withdraw more money than the Maze Bank website. You can actually withdraw up to $10 million at a time, which is a ton of money. But on your phone, I think you can only withdraw like $100,000, which is pretty low. Number 18 on the list. Back in the early days of GTA Online, your mechanic used to personally deliver the vehicle to you, which is very weird because if you noticed in current day GTA, your vehicle will just magically spawn right near you, and it doesn't spawn in your line of sight, so you could never see the vehicle spawn because it will always spawn behind you. Number 19 on the list. Back then, passive mode used to cost money to activate, and it couldn't be used in vehicles. Now that is weird considering how passive mode used to cost money, and you couldn't even use it in a vehicle, because as you can see, now you can use it in vehicles. You just can't use it in armored vehicles like the Oppressor and the Scramjet. Number 20 on the list. The red bars on the second top floor of the Mile High Club construction building can be phased through with the vehicle. However, they are solid when you're on foot. Clearly, Rockstar Games forgot to add collision to this object. Now, I think that is weird because you can literally walk through this. Number 21 on the list. Oppressor Mark II flies faster if you hold the E brake. Now, this is super helpful because normally you'll only go 100 miles per hour, but with this tip, you can go up to 130 miles per hour. If you use the Oppressor Mark II, I recommend using this tip right here. Just don't grief random players for no reason or destroy players' cargo. Number 22 on the list. If you take cover and then eat snacks, it will skip the eating animation to allow you to heal up quicker, so you don't need to wait for the annoying animation to get in your way. Or when you're trying to fight someone and you try to pull off a snack, you could get stuck in that stupid animation and you can't do anything about it. Number 23 on the list. Aren't you annoyed when you purchase a vehicle on the website and you're stuck spamming the back button to close out your tabs? Well, if you press triangle on PlayStation or Y on Xbox, you'll be able to quickly exit a website on your phone. And yeah, it is that simple, guys. And for my PC players out there, you'll want to click the pause button, which should be the letter P. Number 24 on the list. You can use your office TV to spectate other players. Now let me tell you why this is pretty good. Let's just say that the person you're looking for is off the radar. Well, guess what? You can actually see their location and track them down and attack them. Even if they are in ghost organization, this method will still work. But the catch is, if they have this option disabled to not allow players to spectate them, then this will not work, since of course they'll have it disabled. But most players won't even have this disabled and they'll have it enabled. Number 25 on the list. If you purchase the Kasaka from the Warstock Cash and Carry website, you'll automatically be able to unlock a scuba suit. Now this is pretty cool since you don't need to head over to the clothing store and search for a scuba suit. Also, the scuba suits are pretty expensive to purchase, so yeah, if you can get this for free, then why not? Number 26 on the list. You can edit your radio station dial to only show the stations that you like under the inventory option. Now this is pretty cool if you listen to the radio in GTA Online, but if you don't, then just ignore this. But yeah, basically you can filter which stations you want and don't want to hear in GTA Online. So if you only want to hear rap music, then all you need to do is filter it to only show rap. But yeah, when this feature came out, it was a pretty cool quality of life change because no one wants all these radio stations in the way of our screen. But yeah, anyways, on to the next one. Number 27 on the list. If you double tap up on the D-pad, it will quickly bring up the camera. Actually, I forgot to mention that you'll need to enable this option in your phone setting for this to work. But yeah, if you take pictures in this game or selfies, then this might be good for you. But I think most of the players don't waste time with doing that. No offense to those who do. Number 28 on the list. Some helmets make you take less damage. For example, the Bulletproof Helmet reduces headshot damage taken from other players. Now that is most likely the reason that you always see those tryhards using a bulletproof helmet. But wait a second, I am not a tryhard, okay? I just have it on because it looks cool. But yeah, this will reduce headshot damage from other players. But does that mean that you can't get headshotted anymore? Well, honestly, I don't know, guys. But if that is true, then that will be very overpowered. Number 29 on the list. You can call in a personal helicopter for $5,000 and it will let you fast travel to your office or any other office business that you own. So for this method to work, you will either need a CEO office and a cargo warehouse or a vehicle warehouse for this to work. But yeah, you need to register as a CEO and then call your assistant. Then you'll want to request a luxury helicopter. But once you get inside, you'll notice that your helicopter will look pretty nice. But anyways, let's not get off track. Number 30 on the list. Okay, finally, the last one on this vehicle. You can remove unwanted contacts from your phone. Basically, you can filter that annoying contact and then remove them from your phone list and never see them again. Now you can find this option in your interaction menu by looking for the preferences tab. Then you'll see an option called phone contact favorites. But yeah, just keep who you want to keep and remove the annoying people. But unfortunately, I have some bad news. Those people can still call you. So you know English Dave, that guy who keeps being annoying and you can't block him? Yeah, that guy's very annoying and he calls at the worst possible time. Like if you're trying to jump off a building and use your parachute, that stupid guy will call you. Like, did Rockstar Games intentionally do this to sabotage us? us? Honestly, I think they did. Alright guys, so that brings us to the end of the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video and found it entertaining. Anyways, those are the top 30 random facts and tips that you may not have known in GTA Online. And if you enjoyed the video, make sure you leave a comment down below. And that's the end of the video.